this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the NC State Wolfpack comes out, and they'll have the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Looking downfield, it's Shaw. Here's a heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. From the gun, the ground game. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. It falls incomplete, and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled.
There he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. With the catch, it's Barry. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Falcons want to pick up the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Yeah, a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big mistake.
He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Trying to do it on the ground. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Falcons pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Backed up now, here's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Right on target this time. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now it's second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
That is such a good job by the defense on 3rd down in their own and rallying to the drag throw. Lots of offenses love to throw that because oftentimes there's a pick, a guy gets free.
Touchdown, Falcons! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's Shaw. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Hey, what's up, Lemon Tree? Yeah, I'm Air Force.
Slips through the line. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Herrera. At the 35, he's got room. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Makes the catch. It's Herrera. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Falcons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught near the sticks. It's Barry. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Air Force. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You can play touch football in an elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Texas has a lead right now in Austin, but I'm not sure Bevo's feeling like this one's in the clear. This has been a nip-and-tuck affair all game. They're up by a field goal over Oklahoma. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to pass. It's Shaw. Got it set up on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. NC State to the line on 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to pick up the first. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes a nice grab at the 25. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Woods. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Woods. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Looking for a man, it's Shaw. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Catches it at the 30. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Ready to fire from the pistol. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. The Falcons want to crank the tempo. Trying play action. He'll throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Barry. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it And I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Reads it, fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Wants to throw it. Going for it all. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Falcons. And the route is on.
And what a nice ball. You can see he sees him running the corner route, lays it out in front, catches the ball, and nice job catching the ball, and then doing what? Getting upfield, not running out of bounds, not getting pushed out, not getting tackled. Nice job after the catch, getting vertical, getting to the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking downfield, it's Shaw. Zings it complete to the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Falcons will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. The Falcons will hustle to the line.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Wants to throw. It's Worthy. Quickly complete. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the back. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Woods. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Falcons are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Wants to throw on third. Firing to the right, complete. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. The Falcons trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Air Force! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. They're trailing by just 4 to Oklahoma. Games like these just mean more in the...
Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. NC State after that explosion. And might go right back to the well. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The Wolfpack line up, trying to forge ahead for a few inches. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Shaw. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. They lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Smashes it between the uprights. The Wolfpack had to settle for the field goal after putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you just sort of wonder if that's some kind of moral victory from the head coach. We are not going to get shut out in front of all these eyeballs. We're just going to put 3 points up on the board. As a player, I used to absolutely hate that if I was on the losing team, because you're just trying to save face. I want to go down and try and score a touchdown. I know that the chances aren't great, but let me go out there and compete.
Quickly to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. And the Falcons want to move quickly. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Here comes the hurry up. Looking downfield on 1st down. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it inside the 25. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback may change this route. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. Looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Shaw. Spins away. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. He throws back across and into the defense. A dangerous play. Picked off. Looking for more room. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the fourth. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep
glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on last year's national champions, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Falcons will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tar Heels offense will go to work first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense. And if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. The loudest jet you can think of has nothing on this crowd as they try to help the Falcons on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Howard. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Picked up some yards and now second down. Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle, it's Gibbs. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Tar Heels are marching down the field. Caught behind the line, it's Gibbs. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Gibbs. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game. They had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Falcons offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of ballers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the...
Turning it on! A very productive run gets it
think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28. And the Falcons headed quickly to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Now from inside the red zone. Grabbed behind the line, it's Herrera. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. The Falcons have it with a 1st and goal. Trying to march in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Falcons.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football team.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Trying to get rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. The Cadets here doing their best impressions of a jet engine right on takeoff. Listen to this place. Oh, they're after him. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now...
There he goes. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Falcons moving quickly to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's going to run it. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Back to throw. It's Worthy. Gets rid of it. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Howard. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Just keeps slinging it. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. He's got it. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Dropping back, it's Worthy. It's complete on the right side. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Falcons in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. 2nd down coming up. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons! seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. South Alabama is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over Southern Miss. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down, he'll throw it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Air Force.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Colorado Springs. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Falcon Stadium.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Looking to throw, it's Worthy. Using the quick game. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Falcons are in the hurry-up. Back to pass on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barry. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead. They're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
A little screen to the running back. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like...
Oh, he's got some space. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Complete on the comeback. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Rides the back on the option, the give. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now. The nice lead here late in the 3rd quarter. They're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Worthy. Looking for the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Turns it on in midfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Tar Heels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the air on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
The Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Throws to the tight end. He's got it. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Tar Heels are rolling down the field. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll move the tight end. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Looking for blockers. He sneaks his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. To the air, it's Worthy. Right on the money. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. And the Falcons come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Wants to go up top on first down. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. To the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Woods. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Oh, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Wants to keep it in the air. Makes the grab down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. That's caught. It's Terry. Finds a crease at the 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And he puts through the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field, playing great defense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Snagged in the middle. It's McMillan. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Tar Heels will call on their punt team. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the back. It's caught. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Falcons come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Buys a little time. Got out of trouble and throws. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to find his man in the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game. How about that? Fourth down, I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on fourth down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
Looking to throw on first down. Puts it out of the air.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools. And that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
And the Falcons with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. I think we can just about blow the candles out on this one. It's all over.
No doubt, it's over. But you know what, Reese? These stats aren't over. They count for postseason awards. So I'm all for piling on the stats, running up the score, offense, get the stats.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. They marched 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete to the left. At midfield, he's got room. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking downfield on first down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They go to the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now facing a 3rd and long. It'll be a draw. And a short run there, and that'll end it. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
it.